The African Union has condemned a recent wave of military coups in the continent during its 35th summit. While the Union uses suspensions to punish coup leaders, analysts say the body must be more proactive to prevent putsches. The African Union is a continental body consisting of 55 member states that make up the countries of the African continent. It was officially launched in 2002 as a successor to the Organization of African Unity. The Organization of African Unity was formed in 1963 by 32 heads of independent African states. In 2000, it was proposed that the Organization of African Unity be replaced by a new body, the African Union. The new body was to be more economic in nature, similar to the European Union. It would contain a central bank, a court of justice, and an All-Africa Parliament. The African Union Constitutive Act provides for the Assembly to meet in an ordinary session at least once a year. In the 2004 summit, the Assembly decided to meet in ordinary sessions twice a year. The 35th African Union Summit was held on February 5th and 6th at Addis Ababa in Ethiopia. In the summit, key concerns were the rising wave of military coups in the continent, especially in West Africa, and the lack of COVID-19 vaccines. Between 2020 and 2022, there have already been 6 successful military coups in Africa. This set of recent coups in the continent reversed a falling trend in military coups over the years. The African Union has been alarmed by the increasing frequency of military coups in the continent. In Mali, armed forces staged a mutiny and captured power from President Ibrahim Boubacar Keïta in August 2020. In Guinea, forces led by military leader Mamadi Doumbouya captured the president Alpha Condé after gunfire in the capital city on September 5, 2021. The forces then announced the dissolution of the government and the constitution. In Sudan, the military overthrew the government in a coup in October 2021, and civilian Prime Minister Abdallah Hamdok was kept under house arrest. Following international pressure, the military made a deal with Mr. Hamdok, and on November 21, he returned as Prime Minister. In Burkina Faso, the military takeover in late January 2022 took place after President Roch Marc Christian Kabore's regime was toppled by soldiers. The African Union has suspended member states that have been taken over by military putsches. Just a few weeks prior to the 35th summit, Burkina Faso became the 4th country to be suspended by the Union. Earlier, Guinea, Mali, and Sudan were also suspended. The African Union has set up institutions such as the 15-member Peace and Security Council on the same lines as the UNSC. The Union has empowered them to intervene in the case of military conflicts. While this means that the African Union is more effective than its predecessor, the Organization of African Unity. Its record in enforcing a consensus on unconstitutional regime changes and conflict resolution has been mixed. The African Union has been accused of an inconsistent response. Notably, by not suspending Chad from the Union after a military council took over following the death of longtime President Idris Deby Itno on the battlefield in April 2021.